Good day everyone. I'm Agency Rodriguez reporting about steps in conducting competency assessment. The content of this document are adapted from the Procedures Manual on Competency Assessment. The competency assessor shall first is to wear the prescribed competency assessor's ID. Second is to ensure that the assessment shall be conducted in accordance with the methodology and procedures set by TESDA. And the third is comply with the steps in conducting competency assessment. The table that I'm going to show you is the pre-assessment. It is divided by two, which is the particulars and the materials resources. The step 1 is to establish the assessment, context and purpose of assessment. In the first box, the assessor will review the qualification or units of competency to be assessed, followed by the materials and resources needed, training regulations, and the assessor's guide. On the second box, ensure that the environment in which the assessment activity shall take place. This includes physical setting, materials, purpose of assessment, employment status of candidate. Materials and resources needed is assessor's guide. On the third box, we need to ensure that the following assessment resources are available. First is complete set of safe and functional equipment and tools, complete set of supplies and materials, and lastly is personal protective equipment when applicable. And the materials and resources needed is only assessor's guide. Okay, let's proceed to the step 2. Plan and prepare the evidence gathering process. Number 1 is receive assessment package composed of the following from the TESDA representative. 1 copy of assessor's guide, copies of specific instructions to the candidates CARS and rating sheet corresponding to the number of candidates to be assessed. And the materials and resources needed is Competency Assessment Tools, CATS. On the second box, receive the accomplished application form and self-assessment guide from the Assessment Center Processing Officer. And the materials and resources needed is accomplished application form and accomplished self-assessment guide.
So good morning everyone, my name is Reina Ortoste and this is my topic on Theory 9, the consumer behavior. So first of all, what is the consumer behaviors? So consumer behaviors refers to the actions consumers do while choosing, buying, and using certain products. So this is the complex buying behaviors. Complex buying behaviors occurs when an individual buys an inexpensive and infrequently purchased product such as a car, new homes, or treadmill. Consumers are often highly involved with this type of purchase, and they take time to research the significant differences between various brands. Complex purchases often involve a deep sense of buyer commitment based on their associate costs. So dito sa complex buying behavior, so ito yung klase na mga consumer na isang consumer behavior na parang meticuloso yung ang isang mamimili. So bali, for example, dun sa example na yung sa car, i-compare niya muna yung mga ibang brands ng mga cars, tsaka siya bibili. So next, we have the dissonance reducing buying behaviors. Occurs when a consumer is highly involved in the purchase of an item, but they have a hard time pinpointing the difference between various brands. So dito naman sa dissonance inducing buying behavior, so dito bale high yung expectation ng isang mamimili. So bale, pipili muna siya, tsaka siya bibili. Hindi siya bibili na yung parang hindi niya kailangan talaga. So yun. So we have the habitual buying behaviors. It happens when consumers purchase something on a regular basis but they are not emotionally attached to a brand. So bale, ito sa habitual buying behavior, so bale, from the word habit, so hindi talaga ito siya parang priority ng isang mamimili. So kumbaga sa example yung sa teddy bear yung sa mga malls, so bale na parang na-attract lang siya, so kaya siya na-attract at saka yun niya yung bibili. Nang ibig sabihin ng habitual buying behaviors. So we have the variety-seeking buying behaviors. Happens when individuals decide to buy a different product in the same product line, such as a new brand of toothpaste, not because they were dissatisfied with their initial purchase, but because they want to try something new. So aside sa example, no, malinaw din naman na, for example, yung sa toothpaste, aside yung sa toothpaste, so bale, same lang yung product, same lang din yung quality, pero iba yung variety ng isang product. So bale yung behaviors ng consumer dito, so naghahanap siya ng ibang uniqueness sa isang product. So we are all done in different types of consumers behaviors. So we're going to proceed the reasons why consumer buy products. So this is the reason why the consumers going to buy a product, because they want it or pride. So here, so alam naman natin na kung ano yung gusto ng consumer, yun ang bibili niya. So next, we have the protection or fear. So dito naman sa protection, so ito yung mga types ng mga mamimili na kung bakit nila bibili nito, kasi they're looking for their own protection. So ease of daily lives. So dito naman is yung needs ng isang consumers, kung bakit na ito bibili. So next we have the impulse, and next we have the fear of missing out. So dito naman sa fear of missing out, so parang ma-out of stock yung isang consumer, so kaya niya yun ibibili. So health or expiration, so like na mga medicines or other yung para sa health. Dito other consumers like it, so parang bibili niya yan kasi nagustuhan niya. So the limited edition, same yung sa mga cars, yung mga limited editions na mga brands or na mga models na mga new cars. So that's all for my report in consumers behaviors. So thank you for listening. Bye.